If you'd like to be a guest on podcasts, there's a few things that you can do. One simple one, actually, is to potentially start your own podcast, because you can invite a slew of people on. Many of them, in fact, may be podcast hosts themselves who may be interested in inviting you on. So there's the possibility of reciprocity. That's one possibility. Another is to start writing great content. Ideally, if you are sharing your ideas, and this could be done on sites where anyone can publish, like Medium or on LinkedIn, or even better, if you can break into high-profile publications like a Forbes or a Harvard Business Review, etc. If you are sharing your ideas in a way so that other people can see them, can see those ideas and what you're about, then they will often be drawn to you. That's probably the best way to get a podcast invitation, is for somebody to read your article and say, I love that. That person seems really smart. Let's have him or her on. Same thing for public speaking, for instance. That's another way that people might come across your ideas and be interested in having you on. A third possibility for breaking into podcasts and getting invited is, of course, to pitch yourself. It is always easier, as with all things, if you have a warm lead or a connection, so you can see what podcasts your friends have been on and ask if they would be willing to make an introduction. If that is not a possibility, if you don't have friends who have been on podcasts, you can send cold pitches. It's harder to do it, but you can reach out to hosts of podcasts that you admire and send them a short note. You want to list your credibility up front. You want to say, oh, hi, my name is Dorie. I write for these publications. Here's what I've been doing. I've spoken at these places. You want to give them a reason to want to invite you on, to show that you are a credible person with lots of ideas. And when you do that, you may have a good chance of being invited on. But those are the main strategies that you can use in order to become a frequent podcast guest. And the good news is that once you actually break into your first 10, 20, 30 podcasts, at that point, the next best way that you can become a guest on podcasts is that people will hear you on other podcasts and want to invite you on your own, on their own. So it becomes a virtuous circle.